Welcome back to the worst channel on all of YouTube. Games 420, you know the drill. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Figuarts Son Goku from 2014. This figure was released back in March of 2014 at a retail price of about $40. But without further ado, let's shut up and take a look at his box. The box is pretty standard for 2014 Figuarts. You have a red background with black dot matrix art of Goku on the front, as well as his name, S.H.Figuarts logo, gold toy sticker. This is the Japanese version, so no snakes and shit this time. Bandai Collector Shop logo, red Bandai Tamashii Nation's Dragon Ball Z logos, Bandai 2014 made in China, some Japanese stuff, S.H.Figuarts Son Goku, picture of Goku on the side, pictures of Goku and a bunch of blurbs on the back that if you want to read them, go ahead and do it, because I'm not going to do it for you, you lazy fuck. It's Japanese that absolutely hints at Android 15 in the near future. At the bottom, you get nothing of interest. On the other side, you got some dot matrix art that continues from the front, and up top, you have his name reiterated once more, Kamehameha in Comic Sans, his name in kanji, and S.H.Figuarts. So without further ado, let's get Goku out of his box. Here Goku is out of the box. Let's do some comparisons. Here he is standing next to SDCC 2015 and Clone Goku, Triclops and Victor Chaos, Space Aimbot and... who is that again? Insert overused pun here and Demonki. Moving into paint, not quite so much the Sculpt, because this is essentially just an average Goku with a new head from this era. It's pretty solid. I like the kind of colors they went with, sort of a hybrid between the anime and the manga. Definitely looks pretty nice.
Do you speak English, motherfucker?
There's a little bit of an inconsistency in his skin tone. He's got a little bit of sunburn on his neck, but it's something that you're probably not going to notice unless you really look up close at him. But other than that, I mean, it looks really nice. You got a nice matte finish all throughout, some faint shading in the pants, and I believe on his shirt. Hair looks pretty nice. It's simple, but it looks nice. Doesn't really need to be too complex. And the faces, I mean, I'll be honest, they beat out Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku any day. They certainly nail the look of Goku, at least for this era. So yeah, I suppose that about does it for the paint and sculpt of this figure, because there really isn't much else to say. Let's jump into his accessories. So here everything Goku comes with is laid out of the package in front of you here. For $40, this is definitely your money's worth right here. You get 4 extra faces, laughing, screaming, shocked, and happy. You get around 9 extra hands, I think. Instantaneous movement, para karate, chop, martial arts, open palm, ki blast, and Kamehameha charge fire hands, as well as a Kamehameha charging effect. So that about does it for everything Goku comes with. Let's move into his articulation. Articulation is pretty straightforward for this era of Figuarts. You got a ball hinge for the head, ball peg for the neck, full 360 out of the shoulder that can go up about that far. If you want to break the sculpt about that far. Across his chest about that much. Bicep swivel, double joint at the elbow, wrist pivot, and swivel. You get the torso joint that could pop up and left down. You got that far forward, far back, far side to side. Legs, you could drop them down for more range, but you could also split them that far front to back, that far outwards, and the upper joint was basically your thigh swivel, double joint at the knee, and a pretty lackluster ankle. You get that far inwards, that far out, that far down, and that far up. Got a toe crunch, and that about seals the deal for the articulation. Let's move on to my final thoughts on Goku here. Wrapping up this review on Son Goku from 2014. I think this is a pretty solid figure overall. He was my first figure in the line, actually. Not this particular copy of him. My old copy is real beaten up and out of shape. This one I bought like a few months ago off of eBay. Overall, he's a pretty good figure. He was affordable. He had all the stuff you'd want out of Goku. Get just about anything done with him that you'd want. Really all I gotta say about him that I'm not too big of a fan of are the fact that his joints can easily loosen up over time. This copy was actually pretty tight when he first came out of the box, but he's loosened up quite a bit in the few months I've had him, and the inconsistent flesh tones throughout him is definitely a bit of an issue, but if you don't pay too much attention to it, it shouldn't bug you when he's on display. Considering that he really doesn't sell for all that much these days, I would personally recommend you try to find one if you can. But in any case, this has been Dipper Games 420. I'll see you guys next time.